on today's episode of Here We're Hype, we're talking about GOTYs. Hey everyone, welcome to the show. GOTYs are weird, GOTYs are flawed, and you know how seriously Easy Allies takes GOTYs. That's why we're not scrubs and corrupt. That's why we wait until January to do GOTYs like good, responsible gamers. Let's dive in.
On a guess, lend me your ears.
So we're talking about GOTYs a little bit, and I'm just gonna highlight a couple games that I feel like are flying way too under the GOTY radar. These are not underrated or not popular games. These are gonna be some big games, but I'm not really seeing them in the discussion. First one on the list, maybe my favorite, Dragon's Dogma 2. Dragon's Dogma 2, what happened? What is going on? How is this game not more beloved? How is this game not more popular? Why were there internet essays talking about microtransactions for fast traveling? Dragon's Dogma 2 is absolutely one of the best games of 2024 without hesitation, without question. People thought that it doesn't respect the player, when actually I think it's the game of the year that respects the player the most. It is confident in your abilities to figure it out and explore the world on your own. The combat is obviously out of control and one of the best parts of this game. I mean, you're climbing on cyclopses and cutting off chimera snake tails, and just exploring in this game is one of my favorite experiences of the year. And Dragon's Dogma 2, weirdly underrated.
You will be rewarded handsomely for your service.
Next on the list, we gotta get sad a little bit. Prince of Persia: The Lost Crown! Play this game!
Onward, immortals!
This is one of the best Metroidvanias. No other addendums or asterisks, just this is one of the best Metroidvanias. Ubisoft finally went back to Prince of Persia. They finally made a smaller game, and it feels like people rejected it. I mean, we saw the headlines about it failing to meet expectations. That is just super upsetting and really unfortunate, because the mobility in this game, just moving around, back to exploring as well. I mean, that's definitely a theme of this episode. Just exploring in games and being rewarded for your curiosity. I mean, that's one of my favorite dopamines ever. This game, though, is just a standalone tale of Prince of Persia. It's not only a good entry point for Prince of Persia, but Metroidvanias in general. You know, obviously something like Symphony of the Night we talk about being, you know, the gold standard, the best ever. But it's an older game and a little more challenging for newcomers or people that aren't used to the genre. This has some quality of life stuff in there and difficulties, and it's just a really good game and absolutely deserves to be in the conversation for Game of the Year.
Hey, who's having all the fun?
Next on the list, again, these are big games, but I am wary of their GOTY chances. Silent Hill 2 Remake.
I'm ready.
Holy moly, this is one of the greatest remakes ever made. You know, Easy Allies has no problem whatsoever giving survival horror remakes Game of the Year, so be on the lookout for that. But wow, Silent Hill exceeded expectations isn't even strong enough. I mean, it just demolished and smashed and shattered the expectations. There was so much doubt from pretty much all of us going into this. You know, I'm a little more defensive of Bloober Team in general, but even I thought the medium wasn't great. And here they come, just giving us one of the best survival horror experiences ever made. I mean, this game took me so long to finish because it just stressed me out. Visually, emotionally, psychologically, just everything about it. I mean, I would sit there and just play for like 30 minutes at a time and be fatigued because of the oppressive nature of Silent Hill 2. I mean, Dawn, it has some of the best fog of all time in a game, without question. No doubt about it, some of the greatest fog you'll ever see, an absolute showpiece. And they just nailed the story. They expanded it in a way that felt like Resident Evil Remake 1, and that had the benefit of being a lot of the same personnel, you know, Capcom, Shinji Mikami himself, and for them to have pulled off Silent Hill 2 by not really taking anything away from the original, just kind of enhancing it for the modern audiences. I mean, this is a slam dunk, home run, one of the best games of the year, just one of the best survival horror games. I mean, the combat, the puzzles, and the atmosphere. One of the most important things for me in a survival horror game is the atmosphere, and this atmosphere is some of the best in the biz.
I don't need you anymore.
And last but not least, if your game of the year, you better come out in like June, July, or August, because you know, all the suits out there, all the YouTubers, all the people that want your clicks, they're gonna be, you know, voting and throwing all those GOTYs in before the freaking December calendar even hits. You know what I say about that? Shame. Do you wanna know why? Do you know what is coming out right now as we film this episode? Dragon Quest III HD 2D.
Long have we waited. So long have we waited for this day.
Dragon Quest is back, baby. It is back on the menu. It has been so long since a full-on Dragon Quest game. 11, I like to think, is like the last real main one. And I know this is, you know, a retro-style remake of a very old Dragon Quest game, but it still feels fresh and new, and oh my gosh, it looks so, so beautiful. This game, I really want to encourage you to try Draconic Quest. It reduces the XP you get, and most importantly, it reduces the gold you get. If you go all the way back to Huber Hype's origins, we go all the way back. One of the very first episodes we ever did was talking about the economy of video games. And what was highlighted in that episode, you may ask? Dragon Quest 8. And now here we are again, Dragon Quest 3, Draconic Quest. I mean, it is brutal in the best sense. I don't like difficulty just for difficulty's sake, you know? There are so many games out there where a hard mode is not thought out. Hard mode will just like make enemies bullet sponges. This hard mode feels balanced and tailored to the RPGs of the 80s, of the early 90s, when they were uncompromising, when you had to grind and really think about strategies. I mean, I love the fact that I'm coming into a random battle on the field and I need to think strategically. I need to use all of my abilities from all of my party members. So many JRPGs now, you can just mash attack through all the random battles. You get to a boss fight, okay, now it's time to settle in, strategize, think about that. But so many lately have just been like, yo, get through all these random trash mobs, blah, 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 whatever. No! I highly encourage Draconic Quest. It is one of the single greatest experiences I have had in 2024 in video games. Give it a shot. If you don't like it, you can always turn the difficulty down, and I swear it's more than just grinding. It's more than just grinding, it's everything. It's exploration, it's thinking strategically, it's immersing yourself in that world, it's fighting off danger. The game pushes back, and then you have to push back against it. Oh, it's the best. It's why I game.
The light will return, of that I am sure.
And that's it for the episode. episode. Thank you so much, everybody. Love and respect. We'll try to get some more episodes going here and there. I know it's been so long since we had a Hubert hype, but woke up this morning on the right side of the bed, was just feeling it, feeling some of these games. GOTYs are coming. They are right over the horizon. You know, Easy Allies, though, we wait, because we like to finish games before we vote on GOTY. That is how we operate here at Easy Allies. I don't know how everybody else does it out there, but we take it very seriously as you deserve. Thank you so much for joining, and we'll see you next time. Love and respect.